Ever felt like money slips through your fingers no matter how hard you try? Like wealth is a dream for someone else. Someone braver, luckier, not you? If that's you, stop scrolling. This is your wake-up call. Because wealth isn't just for the few, it's for the fearless, and that's you, even if you don't see it yet. Today we're cracking open the money mindset that's kept women broke and building one that makes you rich. Rich in cash, rich in freedom, rich in hope. At Hope for Her, we're rewriting the rules for 2025. Stay with me because your wallet, your heart, your future, they're about to ignite. Here's the raw truth. 60% of American women say they're scared they'll never have enough money. Ever. That's not a stat. It's a scream echoing in homes, hearts, and dreams. And the shock? Even the wealthiest. Women alive when stared at empty pockets, crying over bills they couldn't pay. Society tells us wealth is a man's game. But these women flipped that lie on its head. Their stories, real, gritty, pulled from the headlines, prove you don't need a silver spoon, you need a steel spine. These 4 steps in their lives will show you how to build wealth in 2025. Because your money mindset? It's your power waiting to break free. Money mindset, how women can build wealth story. 1. Oprah Winfrey, from pennies to power. Oprah Winfrey's money mindset started with nothing but tears. Born dirt poor in Mississippi, she wore dresses made of potato sacks, her family scraping by. Abuse broke her young body and spirit. By 14, she was pregnant alone and lost that child. Money, a distant dream. But those scars didn't stop her, they steeled her. She took a job reading news, saved every dime, and dared to dream bigger. Today, she's a billionaire who turned pennies into power. Her secret? Believing wealth wasn't luck, it was labor, grit, vision. Your empty pockets? They're not your fate. They're your fuel. Oprah's journey offers lessons you can use right now. First, she redefined her relationship with money. Growing up, money meant survival, just enough to eat, to live. But she shifted that view. Money became a tool for freedom, not a chain of scarcity. You can do this too. Start by asking yourself, what does money mean to me? Is it stress? Shame? Rewrite that story. See it as a resource you control, not one that controls you. Next, Oprah saved relentlessly. Even with a small paycheck from her early radio gigs, she put aside what she could. In 2025, this is easier than ever. Apps like Acorns or Chime round up your purchases and save the change. Start small. Save $1 a day. That's $365 a year. Enough for an emergency fund seed. Oprah didn't wait for a windfall. She built wealth one dime at a time. You can too. She also invested in herself. That news job wasn't glamorous, but it was a stepping stone. What skill can you learn today? Free courses on YouTube or Coursera, public speaking, budgeting, coding, can boost your earning power. Oprah didn't have a degree, but she had determination. Pick one skill this week, spend an hour on it, and watch doors open. Finally, vision kept her going. She saw beyond her circumstances, a talk show, a media empire. Write down your big dream. Is it a business, a paid-off debt? Break it into steps, 100 saved this month, a side hustle next month. Oprah's billions started with a belief she could rise. Your belief is your first investment. Plant it now. History proves it. Your past doesn't dictate your wealth. Your choices do. Story 2. Sara Blakely. From door to door to dollars, Sara. Blakely's money mindset was forged in rejection. A failed law student, she sold fax machines door to door, crying over slammed doors and a $30,000 bank account that wouldn't grow. Heartbreak came too, personal losses piling on, but she had $5,000 and an idea, Spanx. With no cash for factories, she cut prototypes herself, pitched relentlessly. Investors laughed, until they didn't. Now a billionaire, her wealth came from betting on herself when no one else would. Your doubts? They're not dead ends, they're doors to your fortune. Sara's story is a blueprint for 2025. First, she embraced failure as feedback. Every no from a door investor sharpened her pitch. When you face rejection, a job denial, a failed budget, don't quit. Ask, what can I tweak? Maybe your resume needs punchier words or your savings plan needs a tighter grocery list. Write down one rejection this week and one lesson from it. That's growth. Second, she stretched her money. With just $5,000, she avoided debt and bootstrapped Spanx. You don't need a fortune to start. Use what you have. Got $50? Sell old clothes on Poshmark or buy bulk rice to cut food costs. Sara made her dollars scream. Make yours whisper into something bigger. Track every penny for a week. Apps like Mint help, and redirect $10 to a goal. That's your Spanx seed. Third, persistence paid off. She pitched Spanx for months, refining her idea. Have a dream, a blog, a craft shop. Pitch it to one person this week, a friend, a local store. If they say no, refine it, try again. Sara didn't stop at no, neither should you. Lastly, she trusted her gut. Experts doubted Spanx, but she knew women wanted it. What do you know that others don't see? A need in your community, a talent? Test it small. Bake cookies for $5, tutor for $10. Sara's billion-dollar empire started with a hunch. Your hunch could be your wealth. Act on it today. Story 3. Rihanna. From bankruptcy to billions, Rihanna's money mindset rose from ruin. Fleeing Barbados with nothing, she hit stardom, then hit broke. In 2009, millions earned, yet her account read zero, mismanaged, overspent, betrayed by advisors. She wept, humiliated. But those tears lit a fire. She learned money, launched Fenty Beauty, and turned hustle into wealth. By 2025, she's a billionaire who owns her worth. Her lesson? Wealth isn't handed, it's harnessed. Your setbacks? They're not shame. They're the spark of your comeback. Rihanna's turnaround is packed with 2025 ready tips. First, she took control of her finances. After betrayal, she studied her cash flow. You can too. List your income and expenses today. Where's the leak? $5 coffees? Cancel one streaming app. Save $15 a month. Rihanna stopped trusting others blindly. Trust yourself with your numbers. Second, she diversified. Music wasn't enough. Fenty Beauty tapped a new market. Look at your skills. Can you teach yoga online? Sell digital art? Pick one side hustle this week. Post it on Fiverr or Etsy for $10. Rihanna's billions came from multiple streams. Start your second stream now. Third, she learned from failure. Bankruptcy taught her budgeting and contracts. Had a money mess? Overspent on a sale? Don't beat yourself up. Write down what went wrong, impulse buys, and set a rule. Wait 24 hours before spending over $20. Rihanna turned a zero balance into billions with discipline. You can turn a mistake into a win. Finally, she owned her value. Fenty wasn't just makeup, it was inclusion, her vision. What's your unique edge? Cooking family recipes, a knack for organizing? Package it. Sell a $5 recipe PDF or a $10 closet cleanup. Rihanna's wealth soared when she stopped copying and started creating. Your comeback starts with owning what makes you, you. Step into it today. Story 4. JK Rowling, From Welfare to Wizardry. JK Rowling's money mindset grew from despair. Divorced, jobless, on welfare, she raised a baby with coins she could count on one hand. Heartbreak and rejection, 12 publishers said no to Harry Potter, left her sobbing, broke, hopeless. But she wrote anyway, pouring pain into pages. One yes later, she's a billionaire who built an empire from nothing. Her wealth came from believing her story mattered when no one else did. Your struggle? It's not your limit, it's your launch pad. JK's rise is a 2025 gold mine of action steps. First, she used what she had. No money, no office, just a cafe table and a pen. Look around. What's free? A library card for ebooks, a phone for notes. Write down one idea today, a blog, a budget plan, using only what's in reach. JK didn't wait for perfect. Start with your no. Second, she kept going despite rejection. 12. No's didn't kill Harry Potter. They fueled her edits. Facing a no, alone, denied, A job lost? Tweak your approach. Rewrite the application. Upskill on Skillshare for free. Set a goal. 1 retry this week. JK's persistence turned welfare into wizardry. Yours can turn a setback into setup. Third, she leaned on routine. Writing daily, even exhausted, built her empire. Pick one money habit, track spending, save $2 daily, and do it for 7 days. Use a jar if apps aren't your turn. Consistency compounds. JK's billion-dollar story proves it. Finally, she believed in her worth. Publishers doubted her, but she knew her tale had magic. What's your magic? A skill, a story? Share it small, post it online, tell a friend. One yes can change everything. JK's despair became delight because she didn't give up. Your launchpad's ready. Lift off today. Conclusion: ask a question and urge action. From tears to billions, Oprah, Sara, Rihanna, JK. Their money mindset didn't start with wealth. It started with will. They turned empty hands into full lives, proving you can build wealth in 2025, not by chance but by choice. Your fears, your failures, your fight, they're not chains. They're chisels shaping your riches. You're not broke, you're breaking through. Now, my question: what's the one money fear holding you back right now? The whisper that says you'll never have enough? Name it below. Let it out. Then act. Today. Save $1, dream a goal, start somewhere. You're not alone. Subscribe if you're ready to build with us at Hope for Her. Your wealth isn't a wish. What's your first move?